Mario?
Hi.
Hello, I believe that we are already live. And I'm very happy to have you here with me in this discussion. Let me switch into Greek for a minute and we will turn to English and in Italian as well if you prepare my terrible Italian. Καλησπέρα σας, ο Θάνος Ομπελαλίδης από την ομάδα σύμπραξης. Είμαι πολύ χαρούμενος σήμερα που στο πλαίσιο του Sustainability Forum της Global Sustain μιλάμε με έναν πολύ σημαντικό άνθρωπο για τον πλανήτη. Στο πλαίσιο μιας πολύ μεγάλης γιορτής για τον πλανήτη, μιλάμε με τον Μάριο Τζορντάνο, ο οποίος είναι αυτή τη στιγμή στην Ιταλία. Είναι marketing manager για την Ελλάδα και το Ισραήλ μιας πολύ σημαντικής εταιρείας της Signify, η οποία παλιότερα είχε το όνομα της Philips Lighting. Και σήμερα είναι μια πολύ σημαντική γιορτή για όλους εμάς που ασχολούμαστε με θέματα αειφορίας, επειδή η εταιρεία του, η Signify, ανακοίνωσε ότι πηγαίνει σε ισοσκελισμό των εκπομπών της δραστηριότητάς της και δεν μιλάμε για μια μικρή εταιρεία, μιλάμε για μια αυτοκρατορία, ένα μεγαθύριο 6,1 δισεκατομμυρίων ευρώ. Ο Μάριο θα μας μιλήσει στο Sustainability Forum της Global Sustain στις 9 Οκτωβρίου και όπως είπα θα έχω την τιμή να είμαστε συνομιλητές, αλλά δεν μπορούσα να συγκρατηθώ από το να του ζητήσω να μιλήσουμε σήμερα λίγο, δεδομένου ότι η ανακοίνωση αυτή της εταιρείας, της Signify, είναι μια παγκόσμια γιορτή για την ανθρωπότητα λόγω της ιδιαίτερης σημασίας που έχει. Θα επιστρέψω στα αγγλικά. Ο Μάριο μιλάει ελληνικά καλύτερα από ό,τι είναι τα δικά μου ιταλικά, έτσι θα συμβιβαστούμε με τα αγγλικά. Μάριο, hello again.
Hello again. Hello, everybody.
You are situated in Italy at the moment?
Yeah, I'm situated in Milan, where the sun is shining and the temperature is almost like in summer, luckily.
Fantastic. As we already discussed, I love Italy very much, and Greeks love Italians very much, as we already know very well. It's a great honor to be with you today as co-speakers in a very important event from Global Sustain, the Sustainability Forum, at the beginning of October, on the 9th of October. A large proportion of sustainability professionals working in Greece will be present in this event where we will both speak. But the important thing today, it has to do with Signify, your company, a 6.1 billion company, which today announced carbon offsetting in an international level, an unbelievable success that most of us professionals in the field are trying to achieve, and we hope to do so the soonest. Tell us a bit more about this amazing achievement of Signify.
Thanks. Indeed, this is a great day for us at Signify, but this is a great day, I would say, for everybody, because achieving the carbon neutrality today in 2020 gives, I would say, to everybody the possibility to check that it's possible, it is feasible to reach the carbon neutrality. In our case, it means 100% of the use of renewable electricity, which is, I would say, it's again, it's a company, was a company commitment starting from 2016 when we started, which was called a program called the Brighter Lives, Better World, which becomes more than a program. It becomes like a mission, a promise, a commitment to ourselves, to our customers, but in general to our people to achieve something. And today we are celebrating such an achievement, but also to develop the vehicle to influence the rest of the markets and the rest of the player in the markets. Why? You said a 6.1 billion euro company. Signify is the leader in the lighting. The second player is less than the half of our size. So we have the right, but mostly the duty to give the direction, to be the frontier in everything, in innovation and in sustainability. And somehow sustainability is a kind of innovation, I would say. It's the next frontier of innovation.
It's the most critical innovation. Nowadays, it is about our survival because the threshold of no return has been passed already, as scientists declare. in the climate crisis. And now it is about our survival in many, many areas within the frame of sustainability, which includes obviously SARS-CoV-2 as well. So your example is very important for all of us that are trying to achieve the same. But before we discuss this success a bit more, I want to say that as I have been working for more than 30 years in sustainability issues with companies, NGOs, the public sector as well, I'm always very critical, and I want to make sure that we are talking about the truth and we make things sound straightforward without polishing the reality too much. You are an energy-related company. You are related to Lightning, obviously. And one could say that achieving carbon neutrality, it's to be expected within your core business for a company which is related with energy consumption. What I'm equally interested for is the fact that you also state that you are going to a practice of zero waste to landfill. That makes your example even more impressive. This is a 2021 target, I believe, or is it a target for 2020 as well?
No, that's actually we have, as we were discussing a little bit in the past with all other stakeholders, because you can understand that such a news captured the interest of different stakeholders in the market that might be involved in the sustainability or not involved in sustainability. But it looks like that sustainability is becoming a mainstream topic, luckily. This is like a roadmap. Actually, in order to reach your and to deliver your commitments, you need to define which are the things that you want to do and when. And you should be very, very strict in the execution. So sending zero to Westfield means that for us in 2021 means that already starting from September, from the 1st of September, we totally switch 100% of our consumer packaging, removing plastic. So this is why you can easily check if I'm telling the truth or not. Sending zero to Westfield means that practically when you buy an LED lamp on the shelf, you can easily touch that we are already doing this by not reducing, removing the plastic from the packaging. It means that there is no plastic going to the Westfield. And this is just one of the elements that you can touch as a consumer, because in the end, we are talking about professional and consumer business, but most of us in our personal life, we are consumer, and we touch base with what we find in the supermarket or in a store. So this is when we realize if the sustainability is a fact or not. On the other side, you can even find examples in looking at our principal main business. It's lighting, so it's luminaires. When you find a luminaires which comes from a circularity journey, meaning that there could be a full disassembly, and even the components of this may come from a circular journey, then definitely you have, by definition, a zero waste to landfill in practice. So those are just two examples, but we can deep dive and talk for days and hours of how we are executing this into the B2B, so in the professional channel and in the consumer channel, which are the two main domains in which we are working in.
One critical question. You will be in Athens in the 9th of October to teach us about your practices within the frame of your position in Signify in October in the Sustainability Forum training. My critical question is there a specific model that you can teach and share with us about how you achieved such bold targets, or was it, let's say, something that happened because it was convenient within the frame of your own business? Was it just convenient, or was it the result of a strategy that maybe took 3, 5, 10, or 20 years? Is this a model that you can teach and share with us in the Sustainability Forum event in the 9th of October?
I think that there is not a copy and paste model. That's a matter of technicality. Of course, we can share the technicality, as some of them are applicable to the other business, but others might not be applicable to other business. What I can share right now, and I will share more when we will meet each other, is the focus on the purpose. So we decided since the beginning that the first purpose of Signify is, here I read, just like I read, but I can even say it by heart, is to unlock the extraordinary potential of life for brighter lives and better world. It means that the brighter lives and better world, which is somehow the sustainability format and program, it's already incorporated in the purpose, in the mission, in the main statement of the company. So the decision it's or you go for sustainability and you go forever, or you will never go for sustainability. It should be incorporated in your purpose. Otherwise, forget about it. Cannot be tactical, cannot be even a one-year strategy. It should be your strategy from now on, because it's a matter, and this is also connected with another mindset of Signify, it's a matter of continuous improvement. There is no limit to the sky. You need to improve every day. You can embrace the lean culture or another continuous improvement culture, but with sustainability, you just need to raise your bar, to celebrate your achievements, just like we are doing together, to influence the others, and also to connect with the others, because alone you can do a lot, but together you can do much more, because you can leverage on the experience on others, and also on the system that you can engage, and you can push working with others. That's the spirit of Brighter Lives, Better World. It's connected to the United Nations. It's connected to our market, our specific business. It's connected to each single of the 17 countries in which we are involved, and it has an impact on each single of the business we are dealing with. So it's not like a niche, it's not like a tactic, it's part of our purpose. And I mean, I talk too much, but I think this is the right moment. And since my mission here is not to promote Signify, but really to influence everybody, I really think that the sustainability deserves such a speech, as such a push, I would say, on the business. I mean, the entire business, and in this case, on the Greek business, which is my heart and my mind.
So within this frame, you're telling us that, first of all, these sustainability targets and practices must be integrated in the core business and mission of the company in order to be implemented in next slower or faster. One very critical question in this respect is are these practices profitable? Do they impact positively the annual turnover of your company?
That's definitely a profitable. Move, but not only profitable from a financial standpoint. It's profitable also because we said again that whatever we want to do, it's to improve. And when you have an engine of innovation, which is raising the bar of sustainability, raising the bar of innovation, the sustainability gives the reason why you should, and the direction where you should innovate. So by definition, since each single company which is working in the innovation framework, it's pushing a lot and investing a lot of money into the innovation, the sustainability gives the right direction and avoids that you spill over money in a different direction. You give a unique direction. So you give some kind of efficiency and efficacy at the same time to the company, because everybody is going in the same direction, all the different functions. And also at the end of the day, the balance is profitable, because when you improve, actually, you improve in a sustainable way, you have less waste. I would say that when you feel less waste, you have to use less money to recycle, less money to process all your waste. And also it's a way to improve the processes. A lot of companies are investing money in improving their processes. But where is the improvement? Improvement is in the quality and in the quality of the company itself. Sustainability is not about products only. It's also about the people. So if all your people are embracing and joining this mission, actually you improve the speed because you improve also the way in which you share the direction to everybody. It's quite it's not an easy question, and the answer is not that easy. But I think that the only way to find the answer is that the P&L it's impacted positively, and that this is available for everybody because we're a public company, so you can read those fact and figures in our 2019 report and soon also in the 2020 report. So it's something that you can check by yourself if you are a financial specialist or not, because it's pretty straightforward. But at the end of the day, you can also check on the face of the people working with us that from we are moving from a moment in which everybody's talking about a company which is working just on innovation from a technical perspective. Here, everybody's looking and challenging the company on a different level of innovation. And this is an unbelievable advantage that will also pay off in a medium, short, and very long term. It's the best investment that a company can do to have a return of investment on a long, in a long and in the medium term. We are all thrilled and excited by this, and I've never seen even a single person which was, I would say, not a promoter of this, because it's quite obvious. It's impacting our life from each single angle, as a consumer and as a professional in our business.
Mario, you are Italian, I'm Greek. We both talk a lot, and this is very nice. So far, we have said that with these sustainability practices, the company can cut down on expenses. We have said that all this practice contributes significantly in HR issues, in employee morale and honor, etc., etc. But at the end of the day, I have one single question for you, and more than 100 people that will be present in the Global Sustain event in October will have the same question. And it is very critical to get a yes or no answer from you. The question is this: at the end of the day, for Signify, do you improve your sales with this process, with your sustainability performance, which costs a lot of money for sure? Yes or no? Very simple. Yes or no?
It's definitely a yes. Otherwise, we would not be here in such a challenging time. It's definitely yes, and why? It's such a such a difficult thing to plan each single aspect to this, that we did it pretty well. We are happy, but we know that we can do more. But the real recipe that it's the way to ensure that it's a profitable business is to design the direction and keep on adjusting, keep on optimizing the direction you are taking. For this reason, we are profitable, not just because we took the direction and that was the direction, profitable or not. We learn from our mistakes, we look outside, we change a little bit, we adapt, they say, to the scenario. Even the COVID, it's a new scenario, and even in the COVID period, the sustainability journey, and we are announcing the carbon neutrality in a COVID period, so in a year which is an unbelievable year in terms of what is happening all around the world. And we are announcing this year because we think that in those periods you can really push hard and make the change. This is why this is such a profitable activity for us, that we announce in 2020 that we reach our target, and we start announcing today that starting from today, we start with the 2025 Brighter Lives Better program. So it's not enough for us to reach the 2020 commitment. We are looking forward to reach the 2025 commitment, which is strongly linked to the Sustainable Development Growth 13, let's say, for the people belonging to this business, which is some kind of climate action related. And we say internally that we want to go beyond the carbon neutrality. Going beyond the carbon neutrality in 2025 means that we need to, how can I say, achieve the targets of the 2031, which is the limit defined by the Paris Agreement, by 2025. So we have 6 years of advantage versus which is the limit, I would say, the achievement that is supposed to be for the company of our business. So we started earlier than the others in 2016. We executed pretty well. It's a sustainable business from an economical perspective. It's a sustainable business overall, and we keep on working, raising the bar, trying to reach the 2025 goal with a new program that is going to be most probably the main topic of our discussion in early October, because in that moment I would be quite happy to share more details of which are the elements of the 2025 Better Lives, Better World program from Signify.
This is an amazing inspiration, obviously, Mario, for all of us working on this field, because you are a living proof, and I'm talking again for a 6.1 billion company, that it can be done. It can be done within the COVID era, and it can be done profitably. So this is very important for all of us, and this video is going to be viewed from at least 5,000 professionals within the field of sustainability, and it's going to be viewed from several of my clients in Simpraxis, where it would be very important in the limited time that we have to go together today, and I'm sure that you have prepared celebrations today in Italy to go out and celebrate such a press release as the one you presented today. It's very important for me within the remaining time to understand what your strategy is, and you already described this amazing effort to be 6 years in advance than the Paris Agreement. What is your overall sustainability strategy, and what are other initiatives that Signify is taking at the moment within the frame of your sustainability practices? Can you talk to us about your policies a bit more, please?
Yes, it's pretty straightforward, because it's first of all, it's not a secret, because if you want to influence everybody, you should be transparent, and you should share your strategy. Otherwise, it's something that you just share internally, and there is not a common benefit for it. So we started trying to understand which are the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals that we, as Signify, can be able to, where we can be most influential, I would say, where we can really be make the difference, I would say. We have selected 6 of them. So by heart, the number 3, the number 7, the number 8, number 11, 12, and 13. Then it's recorded, so most of the people can easily go there and check if I'm telling the truth or not. And one by one, we try to understand how, with our business value proposition and our innovation, sustainable innovation, we can do more. We can influence, but we can also make the impact. For example, with the Sustainable Development Goal number 3, which is about good health and well-being, we gave like a strong push to our division, which is responsible to take care of food availability. The food availability, it's a challenge. It's written everywhere. And the lighting, it's one of the elements, and the lighting recipe, it's one of the elements that can help how can I say, the production of both in greenhouses, but also in city farming or vertical farming. So this is a way to improve the production in a sustainable way. For example, a city farming that you can find in Japan, in US, but also in Europe, it's able to save approximately 90% of water during the cultivation, so during the entire process. So this is a way where lighting can really, together with others, it's a systemic approach, by the way, you cannot play alone, where lighting can make an impact. And there is a lot about affordable and clean energy. There is also something related to the way you can influence the decent work and economic growth, because we also try to influence the way we work with our with our supplier. That's another way to play together to improve the condition of people that are working directly or indirectly for us.
Excellent. And one other question that I usually make to the special guests that I have in such discussions is, you're a huge company. Okay, that's fantastic. Your company can invest large amounts of money to such goals. But what about smaller organizations? Let's say organizations of 10, 20, 30, 100 maybe employees, and a company of 100 employees in Greece is a very big company for Greek standards. Where would you suggest that a company should start its sustainability initiatives? Since in Greece we often confuse sustainability with social contribution. I do want to hear about your social contribution initiatives, but those are quite irrelevant within this discussion. As you will be talking to us in the Sustainability Forum in October, on the 9th of October, what would you suggest to a small Greek company to do while designing and implementing sustainability initiatives? Where would one start its initiatives?
I would say that I would start from really, again, this is my suggestion again, from the purpose and the mission of your company. Because if you are too tactic, like a lot of small companies are, so looking just at short-term result, then actually we have nothing to do with sustainability. Because sustainability, as I mentioned before, is a short, medium, and long-term journey. So if you don't look into your company, your small company, into 5, 10, 15, 20 years, if you are not able, from a management perspective, to project your company in 20 years from now, then actually you are not even allowed to talk about sustainability. So it's about, for me, the first thing that everybody should look based on your resources, based on your business, based on your core business, is look into the planning. So start from planning. Planning means the purpose of your company, share this with your people, because if you don't encourage people and you don't share a sustainability a mindset across the company, then actually you cannot convince anybody internally and neither your customer outside that you are doing this because you really believe in this. So believe in this, plan a sustainability journey from your company, and be sure that everybody in your company is aware of it and is part of it. That's my first suggestion. Then I'm very happy to connect with different professionals to try to be even challenged about my statement, which is not a perfect recipe, but it's just like sharing my experience, right or wrong. It's our experience at Signify.
This is actually very important, and I didn't expect you to give me this answer, to be honest, even though I'm aware of how important it is, that you cannot really try to change an organization without first having the approval of your key stakeholders, which are your employees. Who is more important as a stakeholder than your employees? I think this is quite an important lesson, and I'll make sure that I ask you about this when we meet in the Sustainability Forum event in October as speakers, with at least 100 more sustainability professionals from my country, with distinct speakers as yourself from many countries. One other very important question is I would like you to discuss and maybe challenge a bit this narrative about the COVID these days. In Greece, we have major problems with sustainability issues being withdrawn, sustainability priorities being withdrawn, like in the single-use plastic frontier, simply with the excuse of the SARS-CoV-2. What is your experience, and what would you answer to people, to professionals like yourself from other major companies that we will meet in October, about the fact that the economy is struggling and will be struggling? Who cares about the sustainability at the moment? We are so much affected by SARS-CoV that sustainability is not a priority at the moment. What would you discuss with colleagues that have such worries, and many of them do have such worries at this moment?
For me, it's I use this is like, maybe they say there are a lot of people that might like this or not. Even the IoT and digitalization was not a priority for several small and medium companies before the COVID or before the lockdown. So try to imagine that your company has been able to capture the IoT and the digitalization stream before the lockdown, and look at the advantage of those companies, that the companies that really were able to be digitalized and IoT proof during the COVID. So project yourself if you were able to capture this opportunity before the COVID, and then you have the answer. For example, it's pretty straightforward. This is the moment where we have the Mother Nature, the world, everything has been able to see that everything can happen. The unpredictable can happen. So you must be sure that your company is bulletproof from the different perspective. And if you don't believe in sustainability for many reasons, try to believe in it, because it's another way, it's another point of our strategy, and should be the backbone of our strategy, to be sure that your company is bulletproof to the next attack that will come. We don't know from where. We don't know from where. Nobody was ready for the COVID. Nobody. And I live in Italy, and we've been hardly impacted from a business, but also a personal point of view. And none of us was ready. But we, for example, as a company, were ready from a digital perspective, and this saved our P&L, and saved our the way in which we interact with each other. So also our people were saved by the fact that we were ready for working remotely. That's my answer to your question.
I think this is probably one of the best answers I've heard lately about the importance of sustainability. Obviously, working remotely, the ICT issues, the digital transformation is part of the sustainability recipe. And if you were ready in this respect early on, you were ready to challenge the COVID issues. And zero waste to landfill would be another direction in this respect, as we have the forthcoming legislation for single-use plastic next year, and then the Green Deal coming as fast as possible, definitely as fast as possible, to our realities from the European Union, of which we are all part. So I will keep this as a very important comment, and I'm looking forward to discussing with you in the Sustainability Forum in the 9th of October with distinguished guests and a large proportion of sustainability professionals in Greece. But as we are running out of time, I have one single critical question for you, and I'm not really sure that you will be skilled enough to answer. We will see as I will set the question. And my question is, Ferrari or Alpha Tauri?
I'm a mainstream by definition. I go for Ferrari in order to reach the larger audience in this case.
Okay, that is fantastic. As you probably saw this week, at the end of the previous week, there was a Formula One race in Italy. Even Formula One is transforming to an electric reality, and who would have thought so? And currently the Formula E championship is becoming more and more competitive, and it's only a matter of time before the same happens in the core Formula One. Did you watch the race on Sunday?
I didn't. Unfortunately, I didn't.
Well, there are stuff that you can learn from us. You can learn from me as a Greek, which is a Formula One fanatic as well. It's a fantastic race where a small Italian team was the most successful and won the race. That was a really important inspiration about how smaller players can make a difference and can have an impact and be successful and be winners. And it's not only about the key players, simply because if you don't adapt to the current realities, you may die, no matter how large your size may be. And I don't know if this stands for Ferrari, which I love very much since I was a kid, but it definitely stands for major corporations that are unable to adapt to the sustainability era, to the climate crisis era, no matter what some politicians say around the globe, and to the COVID era, in a time of the theory of everything, as I call it, where every social and environmental issue connects to one single reality on a planet, on a very small planet, where it is 8 billion of us working together. So Mario, I really appreciate this discussion. I think every word you shared with us was perfect and very inspirational for the future. Signify will be in my heart in the years to come, and I'm looking forward to more inspiration from you in the forthcoming months, starting from the Global Sustain event in 1 month. Is there one final comment you would like to share with all of us that struggle to convince marketing directors, sustainability directors, CEOs to invest resources and money to the sustainability field?
For me, it's the sustainability is the only place where you can combine together your professional identity and your personal identity, and you will take advantage of from both the sides, because whatever you invest in time, in efforts, in money, in brain power, you will get back as a professional and then a personal and a human being, and each single person linked to you will take advantage. So do it for your company, do it for yourself, do it for the next generation. It's the best purpose that you can have when you spend even 1 single minute in your work environment. That's my personal statement. This is not even a company statement. That's a personal mission and a personal commitment.
Mario, thank you so much. Greetings to my beloved Italy, and looking forward to seeing you in the Sustainability Forum of Global Sustain on the 9th of October. Have an excellent day and festivities for your success with your organization.
Thank you very much. We'll celebrate it.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.